Hello again, my name is Michael Atencio, and we're going to discuss what is a ghost. A ghost has many different things, and I think it's easier if we just describe it in parts. So the first part that we'll describe is entities. What is an entity? There's three types of entities. There's past, present, and future. And break them down into a timeline because it's easier to understand these different types of entities in this perspective, plus the type of entities that they are. Past entities, or entities of the past, are much like what we're all accustomed to seeing. Somebody who's passed away over the last 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 years. These are entities of the past. This is the most accustomed viewing that we all have. Ghosts of the present, these are very, very, very rare. They're actually of living people. Something happens right at a certain moment, and you see this person in this place, but then you later find out they weren't anywhere near there. They just appear. This is very unusual. This can happen sometimes during things like combat, tragic events or something that just, I guess, being anywhere but here, this falls into that category. And you'll see the actual image of a living person, but they're not really there. So that describes our entities of the present. Entities of the future are pretty much the same, except that these are somebody from the future going back and trying to give us a warning. A harbinger is what they call this. Harbingers usually are warnings of something catastrophic about to occur, and it's a warning trying to get back to you to tell you, watch out, this is coming. They're usually bringers of bad news. You've heard the saying, a harbinger. That's what this is. Somebody's a bringer of bad news. It's a ghost of the future coming back to warn the present of the outcome of something. They're very, very, very rare, but they do occur. A lot of times you'll see it something like in combat, where somebody's in the military and they're overseas in combat, and all of a sudden you see this person in the house sitting there, and it's like, wow, hey, I just talked to you 15 minutes ago, what are you doing here? And then they disappear, and then later on you find out something's happened to them, you know, a day, a week, a month later, and you'll say, well, that's the same person I saw. So hopefully that kind of clarifies what that is. Now, how would you identify an entity from other beings, other spiritual beings? An entity. Simply put, an entity is something that can communicate with you or interact with human beings. It's a little better way of putting it. They have the ability to communicate, to make sounds, to let you know they're there. They can do it with a consciousness, so that they're actually thinking and reacting to things that you do, and you're reacting to them. And this is different from imprints or anniversary imprints or poltergeists or any of the above, or naturals, of course, and those are all separate issues, and we'll discuss those in a few moments. But for right now, I think that should conclude our lesson on entities. Thanks.